Hey guys, so we know we've been MIA for a little bit. We've just had a lot of stuff going on, but we're glad to be back.
Wasn't sure what they were about to do.
I know. We're glad to be back, kicking it with you guys again. So this time we're gonna do a follow-up video on our Blackview dash camera, the rear and forward, the dual channel. Is that what it's called?
Dual channel Blackview, correct?
Yep. So with that said, I guess I'm just gonna let this guy chat for a while.
Okay, so like Miss Brandy was saying, we've been kind of MIA for a few weeks now. We've had some vehicle issues, and I'll kind of show some video of what has taken place. We've been down to one vehicle. I'll cut to the chase. We've been down to one vehicle, and we've been working opposite schedules. So for us to be off at the same time and to be able to put a video together has been very challenging.
Not challenging, it's been downright impossible.
Basically, yep. And so now we've got another vehicle, and we've had to make some changes with some other things. And but now we're going to try and get back on a regular schedule and try and start posting videos once a week. We might have to go ahead and stretch it out and say every other week, just to get on another schedule. But I promise we are trying. But as we said when we first started the channel, life sometimes gets you, and it got us over the past month. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start talking about some of the stuff on the Blackview camera. So the first part that we're going to kind of talk about, and I'm doing some screen recording, and I'm going to show that up on the video, is how you connect to the Blackview camera. And then we're going to talk about a couple of the options inside of it, and so on and so forth. And then I'll plug in some video from when we've been driving, some of the things that we've caught, some of the things that we haven't caught. And I want you to know, if you decide to go with the camera, they do record sound, so be mindful of what you might get caught saying to yourself or to other people or things that's going on around you. So jumping right in, it's awesome. Jumping right in, going to the screen recording. I'm going to go to settings on my phone. It's going to show the Wi-Fi is not connected, and then I'm going to connect to that. It's going to pull up. You're going to see Rocky 1 Blackview. Going to go in there, and I've already saved the password. If you don't have the password already saved in there, then it's going to ask for it there. Once you get the little check mark, then you can X out of that and then go over to the camera. And then, so you've got some main options right here. The 4 options that are coming up is Blackview Cloud, Blackview Wi-Fi, internal memory, and Blackview battery. And so the first thing we're going to step in, I'm going to go out of this and go into the battery, and then it's going to scan right there, boom, and then once it scans up the battery, it's going to show the information about it. If we weren't driving, if the vehicle will shut off, it would show different things, but this gives you all the information about the battery by itself. Get out of that and go back into Blackview. Then you've got the Blackview Cloud. What that is if you have your vehicle's internet hooked up, or if you've got your vehicle parked close enough to your house or close enough to work, and the vehicle is connected, or the camera can connect to the internet, what it'll do is you can view your cameras real time anywhere over the net. Then you go into internal memory, and I'll go into that here in a second. I'm trying to make it as quick as possible. Internal memory is to where whenever you go into the camera, you can download it to your phone, and then you can view it anywhere. Anything that you download to your phone, once you're connected to Wi-Fi, then it will show you the map system and everything. So some of it I will be able to show you, and some of it I won't. I have to disconnect from the camera and do some other things. So going right into the Wi-Fi, you click on it. It gives you 4 tabs up at the top. Those 4 tabs, I'm still not 100% sure what the M stands for, this one here that I'm clicking, and we'll go ahead and turn off all of them. So the N is for normal recording. If you look at the little icon on the screen there, it shows the vehicle and the arrow pointing forward, that's the forward camera, and the arrow pointing backward is the rear camera. So I'll click on that real quick, and it says original file. I always play an original file because I like being able to see in high quality. Click on that, and it's going to bring up what our cameras were showing or recording a few minutes ago. If I turn my screen sideways, and of course I'm getting a phone call. All right, so I was in the middle of making that video when somebody called and ruined it. So we're going to jump back into the Blackview Wi-Fi tab, and it's showing all the tabs at the top. So I'm going to turn those off except for the N, which is the one that we're talking about, and that's normal recording. So this is anything that's recording while you're driving around. Hit on the front, or the icon that has the vehicle pointing forward, and it shows the front of the vehicle. If you turn the phone sideways, then it goes to full screen. And this is what the video looks like. In the top left of the screen, you can see that we've got a badge to where I've named it Rocky AV. This is just that way we can have, I guess, ownership rights or whatever. You can have that on there, you can take it off, whatever. You can put on there whatever you want. Bottom left of the screen, we have the information displayed on the screen. It shows the date, the time, the speed, and then on the bottom right it says what camera it is. It's Blackview DR900S 2-channel. Okay, going back, we'll go ahead and hit N and then go to E, which is event. And talking about the events, you can go into the settings. I'm going to go in the little icon in the top right corner and click on it, and firmware settings and sensitivity. So sensitivity, whenever you set this up, you got to kind of play around with your vehicle and how everything's set up, because if it's set too light, then just the shutting of the car door will set it off, and then if it's set too heavy, then I mean, you've really got to hit the vehicle hard to cause the G sensor to go off and save the video recording. So you have to play around with your vehicle and get the settings that works best for you. And then the rest of the settings in here is pretty self-explanatory. The app is actually kind of laid out very nicely, so that way you can do a lot of stuff easily. Go into P, which is parking mode. So everything here is listed or shows up in black, and once again it shows the front and rear of the vehicle. So I click on one of these, we'll click on the front, and it'll show what the vehicle or what the camera was picking up while it was in parking mode. If you look down at the bottom, there's a little icon that has a back, or an arrow pointing to the back. That's the back camera. So when you're sitting here like this, you can click on that and it'll automatically swap over to the back camera while it's showing the same clip, so you can kind of see them in conjunction and everything while they're going. And then, like I said, I'm still not sure what the M is for. I think you can set it up to do certain things. I haven't had a chance to really learn on that setting by itself. So a quick run view of all of this. If you're wanting to find a specific clip and you know it was when you were driving, you can turn off all this other stuff, and then you can scroll and hopefully find it. One thing that I have found that I'm not very fond of is the labeling of the clips. It makes it very hard to find a specific clip when you're looking for it. If you know it was an event, then it's going to be saved in there just like that. If it was during parking mode, then it's going to be during that time. Going off of that, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this off and just talk to the camera for a second. If I can figure this thing out, stop recording, turn off that, and there. Okay, so the cameras are awesome. They really, really are. We found a lot of good things. We found some things that the cameras picked up that we didn't think it would, and I'll show that here in just a second. I'll overlay it of the videos and everything. It picks up some things that you didn't think it would, and the quality is excellent in many aspects. I will say this, no matter what, the front camera, if the object is moving too fast or it's not kind of straight on with the front camera, it's going to be hard to pick up very fine details such as the license plate. If it's directly in front of the camera and you're kind of going the same speed, you can zoom in on the video and you can read license plates very well. Driving around like we are right now, it may pick up some of it, but it may not pick it up super clear. And what I'll try and do is I'll try and go ahead and download one of those videos right now, and we can talk about what it picks up. Let's see here. Okay, so this video I'm downloading from the camera right now. we'll talk about it over the video. And it's us driving down this street right here. Now I'll zoom in on some of the license plates. The back camera, it's a 1080. It records very well. It's very clear. The only drawback that I've found is our back window is tinted very dark. During the day it does good. During overcast times it does very good. During raining times it does very good. But if it's at nighttime, it is almost impossible to see anything unless there are headlights on it or it's under a street light or anything like that. So one of the things that we were wondering is, out in the country, is it going to record very well? And it does, but you've got to have some kind of light that hits the subject, otherwise you can't see anything.
But that's not the fault of the camera at all. It's because our tint is as dark as you can possibly go.
Yep.
Legally.
Yep, it is super, super, super dark. Heck, even during the day in here, sometimes it's hard to see out the back windows. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm very impressed with the cameras. They do a whole lot of stuff that I didn't know that they could do. It picks up a lot of stuff, and we're going to play some footage and everything of stuff that we've recorded by accident, and let us know what you think. We love the cameras. I can't say enough good about them, honestly. It's still number one as far as parking mode, the options that it gives, and I love having something in the vehicle recording all the time, because like I said, it picks up things. And there's one clip that I'm gonna put on here. We were sitting at Chick-fil-A and it was an accident that was way off the road, and you can see the accident, and then you can see, people sitting outside of Chick-fil-A, looking, and then we're watching a cop who, it took him like 15 minutes to go literally 40 yards to the accident. I don't know. But anyways, it's awesome. If you're looking for a good camera, if you're looking for that peace of mind, if you're looking for something that you can reflect back on and everything, this camera is the way to go. They also have another camera if you're doing like the ride sharing stuff. I can't even think of what they're called. If you're doing that stuff for a side hustle or maybe a full-time job, they have a camera that's forward facing, and I believe it's also rear facing, or it might be two cameras, one forward facing and then one facing inside the cab of the vehicle. I would highly recommend checking these guys out. They're awesome. The cameras are good quality. Everything, the video quality is amazing, and we'll put that in the video for everybody to see. I think I hit everything. I'm trying to keep the video under 10 minutes. We're getting pretty close to the end of that. So with the stuff on top of it, let us know what you think. Likes, comments, concerns, questions.
If we didn't cover anything, yeah. If we didn't cover anything, drop a question, drop a comment.
Hit us up, let us know. Once again, we're going to try and get back on our weekly schedule. We may not be able to. It might be a bi-weekly. We might even be 3 weeks out, because we've got a lot of stuff to catch up on our personal side because of the situation that we got in with vehicles. Without anything else, or with anything else, I can't even talk today. Holy crap. Thanks guys for watching. Like, subscribe, let us know how we're doing. Until next time.
Whatever.
What else should I carry for you? I care for you, but right now, I wish that I could say.
You don't have a dancing?
No.
What is your problem?
I think you're trying to get on my nerves.
No, I'm in a good mood, and you're trying to ruin my good mood.
I'm not trying to ruin your good mood. I told you to figure out what you wanted me to cook for dinner. You won't even do that.
Sure did. I want steak and lobster. Cooked
Red
at the house.
Lobster it is.
Cooked at the house. And I want turtle meat.
Go inside Walmart and find this. Oh, she's laughing about it. Go check on her.
Just pull up in the median in a second.
Yeah.